Best Grades main menu is set up like a book. You start at the top left, move along to the right, and then move down. Once you have Best Grade installed, the first thing to do is go to the Classes in the Admin section. Once here, you can enter basic information about the school, such as the name, its address, and its telephone number, as well as the school year, potentially a motto, or a school building. I'll go ahead and do that right now. So once that's all entered, you can go ahead and enter in the classes at each particular level. So we could have a number of classes here. You have the possibility of adding a password protection for the subjects in Best Grade, but we can skip over that for right now. And finally, you can add a photo or logo for the school. Once we're done with this, we can return to the main menu and go ahead and adjust the settings for comments and grades. Normally, most of the information here should be set up for your school. But for example, if you have a different grading system or different debuts and end grades for specific marks, then you can make changes to the information here. In addition to grades, you can change who writes comments in the boxes here. And you can also have some automatic comments set up down here that will kick in once a student receives a certain mark in a particular subject. For the Uganda version, there's a possibility of setting a division based on a specific score for the term. And there's also advanced settings as well. For example, giving an automatic division 3 if somebody gets an F9 in English, for getting an automatic cap at division 2 if the person scores a P7 or P8 in English, and so on and so forth. Once we have that set up, we can go ahead and select a class or stream, and then continue on to add student information and grades. Here again, we start at the top left. We can enter in some basic administrative information here. At the end of the year, we can enter in certain comments about the student's performance here. But to get us started, I'll just click here on Subjects, and we can enter in the basic information for the specific class. We enter in the subjects' names here. We have the possibility of setting the initials for the professor for that specific subject, which will appear on a report form. And we can also designate the subject as a humanities course, a science course, or another otherwise a mandatory course here. We have specific information on the grading system here. For example, the weighting for beginning of term, middle of term, and end of term marks. And a number of other settings here that we can select or deselect. So I'm going to leave this as is right now. I'm going to hit OK. And now that's done, go back to the admin section and begin entering student information.